A little bit of a different starting lineup as you see a couple of underclassmen out there, Jasmine Harris and Aisha Rodney. Harris making her third start of the season, Rodney making just her fourth. Here's Timbilla, kicks it out. Jasmine Harris contested three, and it's good from the right corner.
What an awesome shot, and that was with a hand in her face. That was pretty good defense by Xavier, but just a better shot.
It's been a big stretch for Jasmine Harris, seeing significant minutes, as have a bunch of these underclassmen the past 5 games. Harris averaging 10 points a game the last 5. Scored a career-high 19 2 weekends ago at Richmond. Stepping inside the arc, firing it up is Aaliyah Zan, and she gets the drop, so we're all tied up at 3, a minute and a half into the game.
Well, I think talking about those underclassmen playing more at this point in the season, I think at this point in the season, UMass's coaching staff has looked at sort of the players they have coming back and are trying to give some of those youngsters that they're going to need next year a lot of playing time as of late.
Timbilla, one of those youngsters, missed the initial shot, but her putback is good, and UMass takes the lead back 5-3.
A little bit of padding her stats there, 2 rebounds in 1 possession.
And Timbilla, the top underclassman rebounder in the conference, as we see the shot misfired by Amber Gray, and she's down on the floor. Amber Gray down on the floor, holding her right ankle, or rather her right leg. They're going to let it play as Timbilla gets the lane at the other end. So 4 quick points for Timbilla, and that's exactly what Xavier doesn't want. Amber Gray, the redshirt senior, their leading scorer.
Not at all, and it looks like she went up for that 3-point shot, and she may have come down on Jasmine Watson's foot there to sprain her ankle. Let's hope it's not too bad.
Amber Gray already wearing that face mask. She's someone who was originally recruited by Pat Summitt at Tennessee, played her freshman year for the Volunteers, and having a great senior season, 11.2 points, just over 6 rebounds a game as we take a look at it again, and there you can see the 3-pointer, and just looks like kind of she landed on Jasmine Watson's right foot.
And that's a tough one. At this point, she wants to get back in the game, but that's usually a pretty tough ankle injury coming down on someone's foot as a shooter. You're just not prepared when you're coming down after that shot to fall on someone's foot like that.
So that'll be a huge blow for the Xavier Musketeers, who have won 5 in a row after a 1-7 start in conference play, and a Xavier team that has just dominated this series. 17 straight wins for the Musketeers over the Minutewomen. As a matter of fact, last time UMass beat Xavier, that was in March of 1998. And to put that into perspective, the youngest player on UMass's roster, Victoria Stewart, she was 4 years old the last time the Minutewomen beat the Musketeers.
So that's a long time ago.
Sharon Dolly had just taken her first Division I assistant coaching job at Dartmouth.
Yeah, and interesting, it looks like UMass on the defensive end, they're picking up full court with that full court zone press, the same press they used against Duquesne that kept them in that game. So that'll be interesting to see how that plays out, them putting that full court pressure on Xavier.
Montgomery's bounce pass intercepted by Shatira Hawks, the smallest player on the floor, listed at just 5'3", and she's going to try to go the distance, but Jasmine Watson, one of the career leaders in blocks at UMass, something else to say about it. Timbilla contact at the other end, no foul. And then they're going to say she stepped out of bounds as she got her own rebound. So 3rd rebound of the day for Rashida, but Xavier will get it back.
Yeah, and that's exactly why Jasmine Watson is 3rd in UMass history in block shots for that. You saw that possession there. She's just able to really find the ball when those smaller guards are coming in and get a hand on it.
Not a matchup that Shatira Hawks is going to win all that often. She's listed at 5'3", and we were looking at her in warm-ups and looking at her now. Maybe a little bit generous, and she was going up against Jasmine Watson, who's 6'3", so giving up a good foot. Yeah,
definitely, and she's not going to win that battle too many times, especially against a good defender and shot blocker like Jasmine Watson.
Now they have Hawks working on the perimeter. A couple of substitutions in the game. Here's one of them, Brianna Glover, who came in for the injured Amber Gray. And she misfires. Jasmine Harris with the rebound, and UMass trying to build on this 4-point lead. Montgomery knifes her way through, left-handed lay-in off mark, and rebounded by Patchko.
That's a nice aggressive drive. Once she gets in there, she has to finish that shot, though, that close at the rim.
A lot of opportunities for the Minutewomen, 3 of 9 from the floor today. Meanwhile, the Musketeers just 1 of 5. Here's Hawk. She'll spot up right wing. It's in and out. Rebounded by Jasmine Watson. A big day already on the board for Jasmine. That's her 3rd. So 3 rebounds for Watson, 4 for Rashida Timbilla as UMass starts 4 forwards today, or rather 3 forwards. And it's out of bounds off Watson, and that takes us to our first media timeout of the day. We will step away with 15:58 to go. On Senior Day, UMass with an early 7-3 lead over the Xavier Musketeers.